Students, good afternoon. We will continue class with the chemical properties of alcohols. So previously we discussed about dehydration. Do you remember dehydration? What is that dehydration? Removal of water at different temperatures I was given by using concentrated H2SO4 or else Al2O3. What is the meaning of Al2O3? Alumina. Alumina, different temperatures. With alumina, two products. One is ether and one is alkene. For ether, what's the temperature I was given? 240 to 250. And 240 to 250 ether. And at 380 degrees Celsius, alkene. What conversion? Alcohol converted into either ether or alcohol converts into alkene in presence of alumina. What is alumina? Al2O3. So there I was given like this, but reaction I was not given. So CH3 CH2OH. If I am using this Al2O3 at 240 to 250 degrees Celsius, in Kelvin means at 273. If they given temperature 240 to 250 and Al2O3 given, alcohol given as reactant, then ether is a product. So 2 moles we have to take. That is CH3 CH2O CH2 CH3. So what happened here? In 2 moles water was removed, so H2O. So I was given this reaction in previous with H2SO4. I was given mechanism also I was given for this in our previous class. Now the same CH3 CH2OH I am taking and same alumina I am taking Al2O3. And if I am taking 380 degrees Celsius, then alkene is the product. So by Sedgwick rule, as I told in previous, OH from here, hydrogen from here. So CH2 double bond CH2. If only one beta hydrogen is there, no need of Sedgwick rule. So here this is alpha actually. So from alpha OH removed and from beta carbon hydrogen removed actually. If two beta carbons you have, then you have to remove the beta hydrogen from the beta carbon which have less number of hydrogens. So alkene, ethylene is the product at 380. So for dehydration, who is more reactive? Means tertiary is more reactive than secondary, secondary is more reactive than primary. Methanol cannot undergo dehydration. Of course alkene won't form, but ether will form at 240 to 250 degrees Celsius. Only methanol if I am taking, and CH3OH and plus OH CH3 if I was taken, I am using Al2O3 and I was considered 240 to 250 degrees Celsius. Even I increase the temperature, there is no way to form alkene, because alkene to form minimum 2 carbons required, but in methanol there is only 1 carbon. This is methanol actually. So here what happens, H and OH will remove. So you are having just CH3O CH3, methoxymethane or dimethyl ether, dimethyl ether otherwise. So ether only the product if you use methanol. So if they given methanol, then methanol is least reactive towards dehydration. So who is the more reactive towards dehydration? This is the order of reactivity towards dehydration, very important. Towards dehydration, who is more reactive? Tertiary alcohol is more reactive. What is this? Tertiary alcohol is the more reactive. So we discussed about dehydration. Next we have to discuss reaction with low-cost reagent, and this is also well known for you because it's a preparation of haloalkanes actually. But why I am saying this is comes under reaction of alcohols by CO bond cleavage. CO bond cleavage. So what happens here? CO bond cleavage takes place. Okay, low-cost reagent means that is anhydrous ZnCl2 plus HX. HX can be either chlorine or bromine here, X. Okay, what is X here? X is either chlorine or bromine. Fluorine and iodine we won't use. What is the reason also I was given? If you use fluorine, that is explosive, and HF bond has hydrogen bond, and Hi, if I use, back reaction takes place. For that, some oxidizing agents we have to use, like iodic acid, HiO3, like that we have to use, I told you. So X can be here chlorine or bromine. You know this, here also the order of reactivity. Tertiary alcohols are more reactive towards Lucas reagent than secondary alcohol, then primary alcohol. So this is one of the important reaction. Even we have learned, because which of the following reaction comes under CO bond cleavage, they will ask you. So that's why I am telling you. And one more thing, who react fast towards Lucas reagent means tertiary alcohol. With Lucas reagent, white turbidity you will have in fraction of seconds, here in few minutes, and here primary alcohols are almost less reactive, almost unreactive. But if you use some more temperature, primary alcohols also react with Lucas reagent. So what I said, understood? So if I use like tertiary alcohols with concentrated HCl with anhydrous ZnCl2, what you will have means alkyl halide you will have, that is CH3C and CH3 and CH3 and Cl you have, and H2O you will have, water you will have. So got it? So here this will happen in fraction of seconds. So immediate reaction. So it's a very, very fast reaction actually. So with Lucas reagent, I won't waste time. So this is one of the tests for alcohols. So with Lucas reagent, who react fast means tertiary alcohols react fast. Okay, tertiary alcohols is giving immediate precipitate. Okay, so secondary in few minutes and primary in few hours or days, like that. So you have to heat that one. Okay. So next one is this reaction with PCl3 and PCl5 and SOCl2, thionyl chloride. Okay. So what happens here? See, reaction with PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2. Suppose if I am using CH3, CH2OH with PCl3, you know the product, and CH3, CH2OH, and with PCl5, what is the product, and CH3, CH2OH with SOCl2, what is the product, already. So with this, you are having CH3, CH2, Cl plus I think 3 moles we have to take, right? So 3 moles of this, and H3PO3 you will have. And here what you have is CH3 and CH2Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. And here what is the product? Same, ethyl chloride, CH3CH2Cl plus SO2 plus HCl. Among these, this reaction is the best reaction. Why this is best reaction? Separation is easy because the byproducts are gases. These byproducts are gases, so ethyl chloride can easily form here. So alcohol, when react with SOCl2, you will have this. So hope you understood all these things. So next is oxidation reactions of alcohols we have to discuss. So this you know already. So just for recap, I was given, and these also reaction PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2 comes under reactions involving CO bond cleavage, because OH replaced by chlorine there. Correct? If you use PBr3 also, bromine will come. Okay. So next oxidation of alcohols. Alcohols on oxidation. Oxidizing agents also I will give you. Mild oxidizing agents as well as strong oxidizing agents I give you. But now I'll tell you in general oxidation of alcohols, what happens like that. So if primary alcohols undergoing oxidation, what are oxidizing agents I will give you, who are strong oxidizing agents,
who are mild oxidizing agents, everything I will give you. Primary alcohols converts to aldehydes. Converts to what? Aldehydes on oxidation. If you use strong oxidizing agents, then aldehydes further converts into carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids. But any oxidizing agent, primary alcohol convert into aldehydes. But aldehydes further means if you use strong oxidizing agent, primary alcohol directly convert into carboxylic acid. Of course, intermediate will form, but this won't be appear for long time. This aldehyde further convert into carboxylic acids. So, this I will write like this: primary alcohols on oxidation converted to carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids. If I use strong oxidizing agent. What oxidizing agent? Strong oxidizing agent. If I use mild oxidizing agent, weak oxidizing agent, then primary alcohol converts into aldehydes only. The reaction will stop after formation of aldehyde if I use mild oxidizing agent. Don't worry, I will give you who are the strong oxidizing agents and who are the weak oxidizing agents. Weak means mild oxidizing agents. One list I will give you. But before that, you must know what happens during the oxidation of alcohols. So, primary alcohols first converts to aldehydes and aldehydes converts into carboxylic acids. But I repeat, primary alcohols, if I use strong oxidizing agent, converts to carboxylic acids directly. Directly means in middle it will form, but the reaction won't stop after formation of aldehyde if you use strong oxidizing agent. It's very important. So two things we discussed here, and one more thing, most important thing, this one, some basics we can say. So that's why we have to learn everything clearly. Now, if I am using secondary alcohol on oxidation converts to ketones. See, primary alcohol converts to aldehydes, but secondary alcohol converts to ketones. But ketones further on oxidation gives carboxylic acids. Gives what, sir? Carboxylic acids, but very slow. But here somewhat fast only, this one. Aldehydes converts to carboxylic acids fast, but ketones convert to carboxylic acids very slow. In few books they give secondary alcohols, even we use strong oxidizing agents, the product is ketone. Yes. Further, ketone can convert into carboxylic acids, but if you use strong oxidizing agent and heating, do you know why? Ketone means you have C double bond O C bond. To form carboxylic acid, one of the CO and C bond must break. So CC bond, you know, it's a very strong bond. It cannot break easily. So to break this CC bond, it takes more time. That's why the reaction is very slow. Hope you understood. But aldehyde means very simple. C double bond OH. This is aldehyde. Simply insertion of oxygen here, you will get carboxylic acid. There is no need to break a bond. Understanding? To convert aldehydes into carboxylic acid, there is no need to break any bond. Simply, suppose aldehyde is acetaldehyde, sir. CH3 C double bond OH. Carboxylic acid is CH3 C double bond OH. That's it. What happened? Oxygen extra inserted. But ketone, if I use like this, CH3 and C double bond O, CH3. Carboxylic acid must be with one carbon less. Carboxylic acid with one carbon less. Means one of the alkyl group will remove. That means this CC bond have to break. Then carboxylic acid must be CH3 C double bond O, OH, and this methyl group must be like CO2 and H2O. So it's slower, not telling. So clearly I am giving basics instead of reactions. So Primary alcohols converts to aldehydes. Aldehydes converts to carboxylic acids. If I use mild oxidizing agent, primary alcohol converts to aldehyde. If I use mild oxidizing agent, secondary alcohol converts to ketone. If I use strong oxidizing agent, then primary alcohol converts to carboxylic acid. In options, primary alcohols on oxidation by strong oxidizing agent, even you have aldehyde, you don't try to select that aldehyde. If second option is carboxylic acid, go for carboxylic acid. Understanding? Because they said strong oxidizing agent. If they said primary alcohols on oxidation by mild oxidizing agent, means even the given carboxylic acid, your answer is aldehyde. Difference understanding? Slowly I am telling, try to understand everyone. So, secondary alcohol converted to ketone, even we use strong oxidizing agent or mild oxidizing agent, this to this happen, even use strong or mild, this to this happen. Carboxylic acid will form or not, that depends on strong oxidizing agent only. If you use strong oxidizing agent, then final product is carboxylic acid. Got it? And last and final, if you use tertiary alcohols on oxidation by using even strong or mild oxidizing agents, alkene is the product. What is the product? Alkene is the product. So, hope you understood all these things. Secondary alcohols on oxidation converts to ketones. Ketones further converts to carboxylic acids. But is it possible in normal conditions? No. The CC bond have to break. So we have to heat and we have to use strong oxidizing agents. If you use primary alcohol on oxidation converts to aldehyde and aldehyde converts to carboxylic acid. When the reaction stops after formation of aldehydes only, if you oxidize primary alcohols, means if you use mild oxidizing agents. So I was given clearly about oxidation of alcohols. So I will give you now, suppose methanol, CH3OH, I used some oxidizing agent, strong, okay, alkaline, strong alkaline KMnO4 or acidified, strong acidified KMnO4, then aldehyde is the product first. Aldehyde further converts to HCOOH. It's what? HCHO is what? Formaldehyde. Okay? So this strong KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent. So CH3OH is giving HCOOH. What is this? Formic acid. What is this? Formic acid. Suppose if I use this CH3CH2OH, what alcohol this is? Primary alcohol. So what you will have if I use same one more K2Cr2O7. This is also K2Cr2O7 acidified K2Cr2O7. This is also strong oxidizing agent. Okay, don't worry, again list I will give you. So primary alcohol converts what I said, CH3CHOH. Further, will the reaction stops? No, because what type of oxidizing agents we use? Aldehyde strong oxidizing agents we use. So aldehyde formation is the ending product? No. So further it turns to CH3COOH. Understanding what happens here? C double bond OH, CH3 C double bond OH, here converts into CH3 C double bond OH. What is the difference you observe? C double bond OH, but C double bond OH, that's it. Is there any bond breaking taken place? No. Understood clearly? If I use secondary like this, by using same CH3, CHOH, CH3, CH3, CHOH, CH3. Is it what? What is this? Secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol, if I am using same K2Cr2O7 by using H plus. Do you know Bayer's reagent? 10% that alkaline KMnO4. 10% aqueous. That is a very mild oxidizing agent. That is Bayer's reagent. That is different. It is strong alkaline KMnO4. That is 10% only, but it is highly concentrated. Acidified KMnO4 also we can use. And acidified is H plus by you can understood? Acidified. H plus means acid. So now what happens? Secondary alcohol converts to what I told you. What I said? Ketone? Yes. Ketone will form. So CH3, C double bond O, CH3 is the product. Even I use this K2Cr2O7 and H plus. Normally the reaction won't happen. We have to heat this strong heating. Then what happens? By breaking of this bond, then you will get CH3 C double bond OH, because CC bond breaking is difficult or not? Carbon carbon bond, homolytic bond. Can you break it easily? No. So CC bond have to break. This methyl group is there, no? So by using these two, you have carboxylic acid CH3 COOH, and this methyl group converts into CO2 plus H2. Hope you understood. Secondary alcohol on oxidation convert, write down please. Okay. So have a screenshot and write down what alcohol it is. Secondary alcohol. Have a screenshot and write down. So primary alcohols on oxidation and secondary alcohols on oxidation, what happens? I was given. Okay. So mild oxidizing agents also I will give. So I will give right now only. Okay. So you must have clarity. Primary alcohols converts into what? Secondary alcohols converts into what? Okay. Strong oxidizing agents, if you use, what happens? The final product is carboxylic acid. And if you use mild oxidizing agent, final product is either aldehyde if you use primary alcohol, ketones if you use secondary alcohol, alkene if you use tertiary alcohol. Understand what happening here? Okay, so removal of hydrogen taking place there, or insertion of oxygen taking place there. I repeat, primary alcohols converts into carboxylic acid, secondary alcohol into carboxylic acid, which is easy. Means primary alcohols into carboxylic acids, oxidation is easy because there is no need to break CC bond. Whereas secondary alcohols converts into ketones, ketones converts into carboxylic acid is difficult, ketones converted into carboxylic acid is difficult because CC bond have to break. Even we use strong oxidizing agent, it is difficult. But if you use tertiary alcohol like this, CH3, C, CH3 and CH3 and OH here, OH. What type of alcohol it is? Tertiary alcohol. Even we use some KMnO4, like this also they will give H plus KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7. What is the product? You know what happens here? OH will go and H will go from here. So OH and H will go. So double bond you will have. That means minus H2. Dehydration happens. Then what happens? Do you know? The CH3, C, CH3, double bond, CH2. So what you have here? Alkene. What happened? OH and one of the hydrogen from here. Any one. This is methyl, this is methyl, this is methyl. From any one of the methyl group you can remove hydrogen. So OH from here, hydrogen from here remove, then double bond you will have. So CH3, CH3, double bond CH2. So you will have alkene here. So got it so clearly? So you have like this oxidation. What is this? Oxidation of alcohols. Primary alcohols converts into what? Aldehydes. Aldehydes converts into what? Carboxylic acids. If you use strong oxidizing agent, final product is carboxylic acid. If you use mild oxidizing agent, primary alcohol converts to aldehyde. Why I am repeating? I am not here to make you bored. Okay. why I am saying, why I am repeating, you must know all these things clearly. Okay, next, oxidation. Oxidation by CAN. CAN means this one, cetic ammonium nitrate. Cetic ammonium nitrate. Okay, so this is also can be called can. Okay, cetic ammonium nitrate. This is selective oxidizing agent, which is mild agent. Only aldehyde is the final product. If you use secondary, ketone. Suppose if I am using this one, CH3, CH2OH, I am using this on arrow mark, they given CAN, cetic ammonium nitrate, Okay, so this oxidizing agent, if they given, what happens? This CH2OH converts to CHO. Here one hydrogen, minus H2. So removal of hydrogen also called oxidation or not? Okay, so what is the final product here? CH3CH double bond. Here one hydrogen removed, and double bond you have there. Even I use some aromatic like this, CH and CH2OH, and here I use OCH3. Selective oxidation. If I use Mr. CAN, what happens? Here, this won't undergo oxidation. OCH3 is there, no? This won't convert into CHO like that. Selectively, this alcoholic group, this OCH3 is ether group, methoxy group. This methoxy group will not undergo any oxidation. This CH2OH will undergo oxidation. So what is the final product here? Final product is, without disturbing this OCH3. Without disturbing this OCH3, you have a product here like this, CH double bond. What happened here? CH2OH converted to CH double bond. Got it? So this is oxidation by CAN. Write down, oxidation by CAN. Writing means having screenshot of. Okay. So next one we have to discuss about oxidation by manganese dioxide. Oxidation by manganese dioxide. This is also very important. Oxidation by manganese dioxide, what happens is only allylic and benzylic alcohols selectively. Allylic and benzylic alcohols can convert into what? Aldehydes. That happens. Okay. So what happens during this oxidation by NMO2 means only allylic and benzylic alcohols will convert into aldehydes. So I'll take allylic now. So CH2 double bond CH and CH2OH. Will it call allylic? Yes, this is called allylic. Why it is called allylic? Double bonded, sp2 sp3 carbon. For sp3 you have OH. This is allylic alcohol or not? Allylic alcohol, oxidation symbol like this. What is the meaning of this? Nascent oxygen. Oxygen will be written in brackets like that. So if I use MnO2, manganese dioxide, then you will get CH2 double bond CH and CH double bond O like this. So what happens here? CH2OH converted to CH2. Got it? So this is very important. Even use benzylic. Do you know benzyl means C6H5 and CH2OH. This benzyl alcohol on oxidation by MnO2 Okay, then you will get benzaldehyde, CH double bond, CH2OH converted to CHO like this. So these are what oxidizing agents. Even we use some oxidizing agents like chromic acid, H2Cr2O4. So chromic acid if you use, same story, that is a strong oxidizing agent. So primary alcohol converted to what? Primary alcohol converted to aldehyde. Aldehyde further converted to carboxylic acid. If you use chromic acid. So next is that only oxidation by strong oxidizing agent like what you know, chromic acid, very important. If they given chromic acid, primary chromic acid means H2Cr2O4. This is chromic acid. So if we use chromic acid, what happens? Means, as I told, this primary alcohol CH3, CH2OH. If I use this H2Cr2O4, and that means oxidation happens. Now the product is CH3, CH double bond. Is it final product? No. So actually instead of aldehyde, I can use directly like CH3, COOH. So aldehyde is not forming, sir? Yes, it will form. Again, aldehyde converts to carboxylic. End product is carboxylic acids because I am using strong oxidizing acid. Clear? What alcohol this is? This one is primary alcohol. Like this. If I am using secondary alcohol like CH3, CHOH and CH3, I am using same oxidizing agent, then the final product is CH3, C double bond O CH3. If there was not given any heating, then ketone is the final product. Ketone is the final product. Strong oxidizing agent they given, there was not mentioned here strong heating like that, then ketone is the final product. Afterwards, if they given H2Cr2O4 and strong heating, strong what's that? Strong heat given like that, then this C bond will break, CC bond will break, then the final product may be CH3C double bond OH plus CO2 plus H2O. So I was given 3 strong oxidizing agents. One is KMnO4, strong alkaline KMnO4, strong acidified K2Cr2O7, dichromate we call potassium dichromate, even sodium dichromate given also correct. Sodium dichromate formula Na2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7 given in previous. That is strong oxidizing agent. KMnO4 strong oxidizing agent. Which KMnO4? Strong alkaline KMnO4, not 10% KMnO4. 10% is mild Bayer's reagent, that is what. That is different. And again, chromic acid. So 3 strong oxidizing agents I was given. I repeat. One is KMnO4 strong alkaline, acidified K2Cr2O7 or acidified Na2Cr2O7, and third one chromic acid. 2 mild oxidizing agents I was given. One is CAN, CAN, cerric ammonium nitrate, and one more manganese dioxide. Mild few more are there like pollens and like PCC, PDC, pyridine chlorochromate, pyridine dichromate. If they given, the reaction will stop after formation of aldehydes or ketones. There is no carboxylic acids. Simple, sir. If I use mild oxidizing agents, primary alcohol converts to aldehydes and secondary alcohol converts to ketones. That's it. If I use mild oxidizing agent, one word, there is no carboxylic acid. That's it. If I use strong acid, then only you will have carboxylic acid as a final product. So before to have a list of strong and weak oxidizing agents, I will give you one more, that is Dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation by copper at 300 degrees Celsius or else 573 Kelvin like the delta. So this is very, very important. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen. So here same story, CH3, CH2OH. If I am using copper at 300 degrees Celsius given, reaction same, alcohol converted to aldehyde. But only thing, on arrow you have a copper by 300. Then reaction if same, why you given sir? They will give in exam like this. Primary alcohol they will give and copper they will give at 300. Then what is the product they will ask you? A. What is A? So why we use this reagent we must know or not. That's why I am explaining. Otherwise the product is same. Do you know what is the product here? Removal of hydrogen. Here one hydrogen, here one hydrogen. So CH3, CH double bond. Aldehyde is the product. If I use secondary CH3, CH3, CH, OH, CH3. I am using same copper at 300 degrees Celsius. This is also like oxidation, but that oxidation comes under dehydrogenation. What is the meaning of dehydrogenation? Removal of hydrogen. See, hydrogen one from here, one from here. Hydrogen's removed. So what you have here final product? Look at this. CH3, C double bond O, CH3 plus H2. That's it. If I use tertiary CH3, C, OH, CH3 and CH3. What alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. But if I use copper at 300 degrees Celsius, the reaction is slow, but still dehydration happened. Means OH from here, H from here. Tertiary alcohol gives alkene, I told or not? Same here also. You will get alkene. So what is the product here? CH3 and C double bond CH2 and CH3. So here alkene 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl propene. 2-methyl propene. Okay. So list of oxidizing agents we will have. Okay, and all those are very important. I will send in our group those list of oxidizing agents. Okay, sir. So you must know about oxidation. Then we will enter into phenols in next class. Thank you.